My name is Azure Rachel Nekesa Chebukati. Nekesa being, I was named after my grandma. So oftentimes my dad would also call me his mom. So I'll start my tribute. To summarize how much of an amazing human being and father you are is an impossible task. I tried to sit down and write from beginning to end. It was impossible. So what I did instead was think about some of the things he used to say to me and quotes he used to say to me. So what I've done in my tributes is like a high-level summary or high-level overview of things that he taught me. So I'll read the quotes. One of them is, he'd always say, plan it, and then when you go to bed, dream about doing well. So he would say that to me the night before I had a school exam, I had a presentation to make, I had golf. So we would literally sit down and say, this is what you want to do on hole number 1 all the way to 18. Think about it, dream about it, and go and implement it the next day. Little did I know he was actually teaching me how to visualize and teaching me the power of positive thinking, which has driven me to a lot of successes I would say I've had in my life. He would say, there's nothing you cannot do if you set your mind to it. You encouraged me to aim for the sky and to always believe in myself. You expected excellence, and rightfully so, because you worked hard to ensure you sent us to the best schools and exposed us to as many opportunities and experiences as possible. I've been told sometimes when I walk into a room, when I started working, that for a young girl you have a lot of confidence, Where do you get that from? That confidence came from my father. Most importantly, he led by example. I'll give an example here. My dad always used to say, he expects excellence. He expects us, when we finish university, we all must get our master's degree. By the age of 25, he gave us a target. And we all did get our master's degree. But I recall when I was in my 3rd year of law school, and he kept on saying, so have you started applying to universities? Have you started looking into what you want to do? Have you started thinking about what you want to do? I told him, I don't know, I'm not sure about doing a master's immediately after. He said, no, you must. And I said to him, but you didn't. I asked him, where's your master's? After I say that, my father immediately enrolled for an MBA. He enrolled for his MBA, and he also encouraged my mother to do the same. So in 2014, when I was graduating with my Bachelor of Law and also my Bachelor of Arts, I also did International Relations at USAU because I couldn't decide what to do, so I ended up doing both. When I graduated with my bachelor degrees, my parents also graduated with their master's degrees in the same year. So there was no excuse. Later on in life, he said the same thing. I need a PhD from at least one of you. At least one of you. And he always point to me, you're the lawyer, you know. I need a PhD from you. And I asked him again, where's your PhD? My dad actually started the application process. Unfortunately, because of his sickness, he was not able to complete that dream. He always used to ask me, how was your day? I know it sounds cliche. We ask a lot of people, how was your day? But my dad did not accept it was fine. He didn't. He always pushed me to know every little detail, what happened in my big age, any presentation, especially when I had like speaking presentation related to my master's, for instance. He'd always ask me, how did it go? Tell me about it. Did you present well? Did you make us proud? Because for him, what we did and how we did it, it wasn't just him, it was the family brand name. Every New Year's Eve, when we sat down, he would ask us, what do you want to achieve? How do we help you achieve it? Because it's the brand that you're excelling. We'd call our name, our family name, the brand. So my dad probed me to tell me about it all, the good, the bad, the ugly. Some people seem to think he didn't talk much. My dad talked a lot, and he would just sit and make you laugh the most ridiculous jokes that you did not even think about. But he was very chatty. He was chatty with the people he enjoyed being chatty with. You celebrated my wins louder than I did myself, and always reminded me to stay confident in myself and my abilities during the low moments. Thank you for always being there to listen to me, for giving me the best advice, and for guiding me in every season of my life. My dad has been there for me my entire life. This last 1 year, when he got a bit ill, I sort of also slowed down with all the many things that I would do, spend time with him, just talking to him about everything and anything. Honestly, I am so grateful for those moments. My dad was literally my best friend. I spent every weekend, I can count probably 3 weekends away from him, but I spent every weekend last year just with him and enjoying, conversation, having good meals, etc. Call me anytime. It's something he always used to say it. And he didn't just say it, he meant it. He always picked my calls. It did not matter where he was, who he was with at the time that I called. He always picked my call. It doesn't matter who he was with, whether it was an ambassador. He would pick my call and say, oh, I'm here with so-and-so. My daughter has called me. And then he would go ahead to talk about how great I am. I have a degree, a master's. Always took the opportunity to tell them about me. And I recall being anxious during the election periods, in particular 2017, because I was not in the country. I was away for my studies. And I told him, I kept calling him. My dad picked my calls every single time. And when I say I was calling him literally almost 28 times a day because I was very anxious about the whole situation. And he said, I'll pick your call, but the only time I cannot pick your call is when I'm at a press conference. And I say, that's okay, because at least I'll be seeing you on TV, so I'll be at peace. He always used to say, and this he said quite a lot, especially during the last year or so, the words giving up are not in our family's vocabulary. The words giving up are not in our family's vocabulary. Whenever I had a situation to deal with, he always used to say, yes, Rachel, you're a strong Bukusu girl. Giving up is not an option. And it's not just what he said, it's also how he lived his life. It applied to how he raised us.